Hey, what's up, YouTube? It's Edwin, the Comic Jabroni, coming at you today on a Sunday. Happy Football Sunday to all you guys out there, guys and gals. I did promise in my last video that if I made it to 100 subscribers, that I was going to show off my top 25 comics in my collection. But I was going through my collection, and I really want to just show off my Batman, Detective Comics, and Batman-related books. So yesterday was Saturday. I went over to my buddy's house, 8-Bit Eric, and we were doing some live streaming, some video games online, and he helped me out, get me over that 100, and I think right now I'm at 110 subscribers. So at everybody that's subscribed, everybody's watching my videos, I really appreciate it, and I thank you for being a subscriber, for watching every week when I'm dropping these videos. So this right here is just a thank you. Want to show off. I picked out 30 of my favorite Batman books in my personal collection. Of course, there's many more Batman and Detective Comics and Batman related books out there. I just don't have in my collection. I'm still searching for them, and I will get them at some point, and I'll show them off to you guys. So without further ado, this collection here, 30 books. There's going to be some Silver Age, there's going to be Bronze Age, there's going to be modern books. I've got 2 graded books that I'm going to show off. Those are going to be the first 2 to show. And let's go ahead. And we're going to start off with the biggest one in my collection, the biggest key. And for anybody that's been watching for a while, you guys already know there is Detective Comics 359, the first appearance and origin of Batgirl, Barbara Gordon. Graded at 6.0. I got this book few months ago off of a trade. I drove up north to San Marcos, which is about 30 minutes away from me. The guy had this book. I traded a few of my old school video games, retro games that I had, Nintendo, Super Nintendo, and I got this book off of him. To me, this is, for a Batman fan as such as myself, this is a holy grail for me. First Batgirl, love it. In a 6.0, that's pretty good, seeing as it's, from 1967. Love this book. All right, moving on. The next, as I said, I only have 2 graded books that I wanted to show off. This next one, this is also a huge, major book, and kind of following in the same Batgirl, Barbara Gordon theme. This is Batman Killing Joke. This is from 1988. This is an iconic book, and I want to say that this new movie that they're filming with Joaquin Phoenix is going to kind of use some of the premise from this book as far as the origin story for Joker. As many of us know, there really isn't a cemented down origin for Joker, but I think they're going to use what they had in here. So this one is Joker cripples Barbara Gordon, or Batgirl. If you've read this, then he shoots her and she gets hit in the spine and she becomes a paraplegic after that. She becomes an Oracle. So love this book. I've had this for a few years. Got it graded 9.6. Of course, I would love for a 9.8, but I'll take a 9.6 in this. And it is a first print. You can tell with the green. The other printings have different colors here: pink, blue, orange, red, I believe. But I've got a first print. This is the only one that I have. So that's it for graded books that I wanted to show off. Let's move into just regular raw books. I'm going to start with a modern book. This is DC Nation number 0. Love this cover. This is before all the hoopla of what happened with Batman number 50 with the wedding or the non-wedding. And love this cover with the Joker, being the priest for their wedding, and they're kind of Jokerized. Batman and Catwoman are Jokerized there. This is the 1 in 250 variant for that DC Nation 0. When I saw it at my local comic shop, I talked the owner into selling it at a really good price, and glad I have it in my collection. I only have one of these. Obviously, with the DC Nation 0, they were 25 cents, and a lot of comic shops were just kind of handing them out. Here, take them. This one was definitely not one like that because it was a 1 in 250. So glad I have it in my collection. Right, let's see. Moving on. Got a Bronze Age for you. Here's Brave and the Bold, number 93. Batman, Do You Dare Enter the House of Mystery? This is an iconic cover by Neil Adams. what always got me about this cover is if you look at the, the demon or whatever he is inside, if you take a quick glance, it kind of looks like he's just flipping the bird to Batman. Love this. This was part of that collection that I picked up in San Marcos. Love this Brave and the Bold. Moving on, another iconic book from the 80s. We got Batman, The Dark Knight Returns. This is number 1. Frank Miller story, as you guys all know. I do have the set of 4. They're not in the greatest shape, but I got them. Won't get them graded, but they're good reader copies for me. As many of you know, that Batman versus Superman movie that came out a few years ago is based off of this book. Older Batman, fighting off Superman. Love it. Love this cover. It's that kind of cover. A lot of artists do homages to this cover. Next one I got Batman, The Man Who Laughs. Awesome Joker cover right here. This story, it's by Ed Brubaker and Doug Mahnke. This story is really based off of Joker's early fights with Batman. Saw it in my local comic shop. Being a huge Batman and a Joker fan, knew I had to have it. Every time I go into my comic shop, I'm always asking the owner, Mike, hey man, anything new? And he knows exactly what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about, Marvel or any part of DC. I'm always talking about Batman and Joker covers. Anything new? You got any new ones? He had this one. Sold it to me for a great price. Moving on, got a Silver Age book here. We got Detective Comics 332. Awesome book right there. Great story. These Detective Comics actually have like 2 or 3 different stories in them. This one right here with the Joker, he kind of tricks Batman into going into a prison by using this button, and it flips the door around, and then Batman's in prison. Dig it. Love a Silver Age Joker Batman book. As you guys know, if you look online, especially Golden Age and then Silver Age Joker covers, they go for a ton of money. Love this cover. Right, next book we've got Batman and Robin number 1. This is from August of 2009. Love Batman, love me some Joker, but as I've said, and if you've watched my videos, you know that Damian Wayne is my favorite Robin. Love his character of Robin, love him. And I remember seeing this, I think at Alamo City Comic Con a few years ago, and the guy had it in a yellow price bin, and it was on a Sunday, the last day, and he was kind of just giving stuff away, and he's like anything that was in the yellow bins of books, he was kind of like, hey, take it, pay me $5 and you can have like 5 or 6 books. And this was definitely one of the ones that I took. Love this cover. Got another modern one for you. This one actually came out last year. Batman White Knight number 7. Now I know this is by Sean Murphy. Sean Murphy does a great job of drawing the Batman family. And this isn't a key issue. That run of 12 books, I think it was, or 8 books, there's like 1 or 2 keys, right? You'd want number 1, obviously, of Batman White Knight, and you want, it's either number 2 or number 3, which shows you that new Harley, the Neo Joker. But I just love this cover, with Joker there at the top, got his different eyes, which kind of goes off of in this story. He's a good guy at some points, but he's got the bad guy Joker like clawing at him, trying to get out. So the 2 different colored eyes kind of shows that. And you got Batman kind of, defeated down there. Great story, guys. If you don't have it, go and pick up the trade. The trade just came out, I think, last week. Awesome story. Love it. This is, in my opinion, an iconic Batman cover right here. This Brightest Day number 14. Batman becomes a White Lantern. Love that cover. Was able to do a trade with a buddy of mine that I work with, Alan, and he got this for me. Not in the greatest shape. It's got some nicks. That's why I haven't sent it to get graded, but I love the way that looks. Batman as a white lantern. That's an awesome concept, giving Batman a lantern ring. Moving on, we got All-Star Batman #1. Beautiful jock cover. You guys know these jock covers are amazing. This All-Star Batman, they haven't done any more of them. I think they stopped with this series, but it was a cool series. It kind of showed just different stories of Batman outside of the detective in the Batman series. Love how this one looks. You can tell he's in the fight of his life right there, and he's beat up, which you don't really see Batman get beat up too often. But just I remember going in, and this All-Star Batman 1 had probably like 4 or 5 different covers, and this is the one that I ran to go get. Here's the latest one. If you guys watched my Wednesday show, you saw this one. This is Batman 55. It's a Francisco Mattina cover. Love this cover. Definitely wanted to show it in my top 30 Batman covers and books. Love it. And Mattina's about to do a run on Batman, starting with this one, and they are all going to be amazing. If it's anything like the Deathstroke versus Batman that just came out the last 5 months, they're going to be awesome. Awesome. Hope to meet Mattina one day and get him to sign a few of these covers. Here's one that I talked about in my Jim Lee covers that I'm hoping to get graded. Obviously I'm going to get them graded, and this is one that I am going to get graded. This is Batman 612. Classic cover right there. Superman holding Batman down. This is part of the Hush storyline from, 10 years ago. Jim Lee cover, going to get it signed in October at Alamo City Comic Con, and this is an awesome cover. There is another one in the Hush storyline that I wish I had. That's another Jim Lee. Is a 608. It's the second print variant. Wish I had it. I don't, guys. I'm still looking for it. If you watch my Jim Lee video, you know I'm looking for that one. But this Batman 612, that's a classic. This is classic. I'm gonna get it signed and send this to get graded. Put this up on the wall. All right, we got a Joker cover here. This is Batman Detective Comics 740. This is kind of an homage to that Batman, the Bane breaks Batman's back. Like this cover, every time I see this cover, I just laugh because it looks like Joker's just kind of having the time of his life. He's got the gun, shooting with the help flag on there. I really dig this cover, guys. Dig it. Here is a key Harley Quinn issue. This is Batman Detective Comics 737 from October of '99. This is Harley Quinn's first appearance in Detective Comics, and I want to say it's her second or third appearance in the continuity of the DC universe. Love this Joker cover. Harley Quinn right there. She's choking out what looks to be a Robin. I'm not exactly sure, but love this cover. Part of that No Man's Land story. This went on for quite a few issues and throughout a lot of the DC universe. All right, moving on. I got a Detective Comics 651. Love this Batman cover. It's going to remind you of another one I'm going to show next. A McFarlane, a classic McFarlane cover with the red and the bats there. So love this cover, especially because it's not total homage of this McFarlane cover, but you kind of see the similarities. And here it is. This is Batman 423, and you kind of see the similarities with the red Batman. He looks vampiric like. Let me move this one out of the way. Batman looks vampiric like there. He's got the damsel in distress in his arms. Love this cover. This is definitely slab worthy. I need to send this book. I have so many books that I need to send graded, but I only send 3 or 4 at a time, and sometimes these just fall down further and further down the list when I see other books that I want to get sent. But love this McFarlane cover. Next, I got Detective Comics 575. This is part 1 of that year 2 Batman. This is an awesome story. Batman's fighting I want to say his name is the Executioner, and he's actually going to use the gun that was used to kill his parents. Awesome story. Newsstand variant. You guys know I love newsstand variants, especially when they're in a high grade like this. If you look at this book, it looks amazing. Love it. Detective Comics 575, guys. Love this. All right. Next one I'm going to show off. This is Detective Comics. This is 476. Sign of the Joker. Newsstand version. I actually have 2 copies of this. One of them is out getting graded as we speak, and it is actually a variant of this. Back when they sent this book out, DC put a questionnaire inside, and not all the books had it. Maybe like 10%, 15% of the books actually had that questionnaire inside. So when you send that book to get graded by CGC, they'll put it at the very top, where it'll say questionnaire, DC questionnaire included. So it's a variant. Love this cover. I'm actually more of a fan of this cover than I am a 475, where it shows Joker with the laughing fish. Don't like that one so much. It is a classic cover in my iconic cover in my opinion, but I like this one better. It's got the Jokerized Batman, sign of the Joker. Everybody down here at the bottom is Jokerized, as we like to say. Love this cover, guys. Love it. Next one, got another Detective Comics for you. This is 474. This is the first appearance of the modern Deadshot. Again, it's a newsstand copy of it. I actually have 2 of these. One's graded already by CBCS, and it's I want to say it's an 8.5 on that one. Deadshot. I like Deadshot as a villain for Batman, but he's not just a Batman villain. I mean, he's a villain for quite a few other superhero characters in the DC universe. But the fact that he shows up in a Detective Comics and Batman, so awesome. Love that I have 2 of these. That's so great. All right. Got an annual. I haven't shown an annual yet. This is Batman Annual 25. Love this cover. This kind of goes back to those Crisis on Infinite Earths #7 in that X-Men where it shows Phoenix being held by Cyclops. You guys know the covers. They do homages. This kind of reminds me of that, with Batman holding Red Hood there, Jason Todd. This story shows the origin or how Jason Todd was able actually to come back from the dead. Joker kills him. He's dead, but he comes back. He comes back to life in this issue right here, which is really hard issue to find. I was looking for this forever, and thankfully I was able to trade with my buddy Alan. Really hard cover, really hard book to find, and number 2, it is a hard cover to get in a high grade because of all the black on there. This one looks amazing. At some point, I'll eventually send this to get graded. Love it. Damian Wayne is my favorite Robin. But Jason Todd has got to be one of my favorites, like villain that becomes a hero and part of the Bat family, right? Him as a Robin, he was okay, but as the Red Hood, he is awesome. Like, he'll take it that extra step that Batman won't take. And if you've been reading Red Hood here lately, you know that, he took it too far. And Batman got really pissed, beat the shit out of him. Love Red Hood. All right, next one I got, Batman 47. This is from the New 52. Awesome cover done by Alex Ross. This is kind of a parody, right, to that Batman Harley Quinn book, and that's one of the ones that I wish I had, guys. I do not have that. That is the first appearance of, or like Harley Quinn's origin in the DC continuity. So this is kind of an homage, or like a parody homage to that. You can see Joker. He's got the tuxedo on, and Batman's there to say, "There's no more of this, guys. I'm taking y'all to Arkham." Love this cover. They actually have this, and I have it as well. They have it in a sketch variant, which I have, and then they have it in one more variant. There's like three variants to this one. This is the colored. I have the sketch variant. There's one more I'm missing. Here's a big one. Always up and down in value, but it's definitely one, you guys, if you're Batman fans, you need to have this. This is Batman New 52 #1. This is the first printing of it. the Scott Snyder run on Batman in New 52 was awesome, guys. He did so much good work for Batman, and Greg Capullo does an awesome Batman. I put Jim Lee, at number 1. Greg Capullo's there 2 or 3, definitely in the top 3 of Batman sketches. Love this one, Batman 666. This one right here shows Damian Wayne kind of in the future as Batman. He sold his soul to the devil so that he won't die and he can be Batman forever. This is kind of a one-shot, but you've seen them bring this Batman back into the continuity. Damian Wayne is Batman. So this is a key, guys. This is one to go and get. Love this cover. I remember telling my buddy Alan that I'd gotten this, and he's kind of a superstitious guy, and he was like, oh, heck no, I would never get a book 666. Oh, I just laugh every time I think of this book, and I think of what he told me. Speaking of Damian Wayne, you guys knew it was coming. Here's Batman 655. This is the first appearance, or a cameo appearance, however you guys want to say it. Cameo appearance of Damian Wayne, who ends up becoming Robin. They do have a second printing of this book, which is super expensive and very hard to find. I do not have it. I'm just happy that I have this one. Love it. As you guys know, love Damian Wayne, my favorite Robin, and glad I've got his first appearance. And speaking of Red Hood earlier, here is Batman 635. Love this cover. This one was actually given to me. I have 2 copies of this book. This is the first appearance of Red Hood, which is Jason Todd. This one was actually given to me by my buddy Sam. He picked up a collection, and he knew I love Batman. He knew that I'm a Batman fanatic and collector, so he gave this book to me, guys. And the biggest thing about this book is it's a newsstand copy. The other one that I have is the regular direct edition. Newsstands are so much harder to come by. So if you go on eBay, you can punch in Batman 635, and out of the 30 copies of that book that are on there for sale on eBay, maybe one of them will be this newsstand. So love it. Thank you, Sam. I really appreciate that. We're getting down to the end here, guys. I knew it was going to be a long video, but I appreciate you guys watching. Hope you're enjoying the Batman covers and my awesome books that I've got here. Here we got Batman 570. This is the first appearance of Harley Quinn in the Batman series. I want to say it's her first appearance in the Batman DC continuity, either first or second appearance. Love this cover with the Joker just sitting down with the spotlight on him. He's sitting down drinking, what is that? Yeah, drinking a wine, guys. It's awesome. Love this Batman book. It took me forever to find this too. Local comic shop finally got this one and that Detective Comics after me going in there for years, and they finally got it, and I talked the owner into an awesome deal. Here's another iconic cover right here, Batman 597. You guys know this one. Bane breaks his back. This is the newsstand copy. I do have the direct edition, which seems to go for a lot more money, but I don't like it because it doesn't show the whole cover off. It has this black, this black piece that goes over that you can actually, flip it out and you'll see the cover. But if you get it graded, you're not going to see it. So I love this one, this newsstand. To me, a newsstand is definitely worth more money, especially in a high grade. So love this. All right, we got Batman 404, Year 1, Part 1. Love this story. It's a 4-part story of Batman's early ongoing relationship with Commissioner, at the time Lieutenant Gordon, and how Lieutenant Gordon was, coming into his own in the police force, and there was a lot of corruption going on. He knows that Batman's there to help. This is Batman's very early run as Batman. It's probably one of his first or second times out. Awesome story, guys. I'm so happy that I got this. Batman Year 1, Part 1, 404. Batman 366, Joker is Wild. Love that cover with the Joker and Batman. As always, you know, these two are iconic against each other. As you've seen in these books that I've got, a lot of these Joker and Batman covers just kind of shows, you know, their hatred, but it's weird that they have this love for each other too. Like they cannot be apart. So, love this Batman Joker cover. All right, and the last one I'm going to show you guys. This is Batman 353. Yet another Joker Batman cover. Key issue right here. This is a newsstand copy. And if you read what Joker says there, he says, "Ta-da, bats, looks like this will be our final face-off." And of course it's not, because you never kill off Joker and you never kill off Batman. They will forever be fighting each other until the end of time. So anyways, guys, those are my top, I thought it was 30, but that might have been 31 or 32 books. But in my collection, those are my favorite covers and Batman books. I do have quite a few more, but I was just going through them, and I love these. I love these books. Love those covers. Again, thank you for subscribing. I made it above 100. Now I'm shooting for that 150, 200, guys. Let's go ahead and push for that. Once I hit that 150 mark, I will make another top 25 to top 30, and this time I'll showcase my Marvel side of the house. Won't do DC, I'll do Marvel side, and I'll pick everything from Spider-Man to X-Men and everything in between. Thank you for watching. Definitely hit the like button for me, and write me a comment, guys. What did you think about my Batman covers? What am I missing that I need to go get? I know there's quite a few books that I'm missing, but you know, what else is there? So thank you, guys. This has been Edwin, the Comic Jabroni, coming at you, and we'll see you on Thursday with my new comic book haul. Peace.